had, two exes, right? So that's just how it is. And that happens at conception. So there's no changing it. There's no changing it. So if someone is telling you that they are something else trapped in there, I might as well, I'm, I might as well tell you that, I'm a, I'm a pit bull. I'm a pit, I'm a pit bull trapped in a lady's body, right? Y'all would try to get me help if I said that, right? Hopefully y'all get me some help if I said that. Hey, John Q. All right. I can hear. Yes, yes. All right. Do it again. And we've got some greetings here. See, Superstar Graham says they have trans men too now. Yeah, some of these women are looking just like men, almost better. It's unbelievable. Exactly, 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 exactly. And that goes for those trans men too. It's not fair for you to come up to a natural woman and not say, how you was born, right? You should give a person opportunity to say if they want to participate in something like that or not, right? Because, yeah, because real women want real want real I'm not sure. I need to get me a list of appropriate words to be able to say on there. But yeah, so yeah, that's sad there too, that some of these women are pretending to be something that they're not too. And hopefully they're not trying to fool people, that can be open and say what you really is. Taliba says sound is great. Turn up the hearing aids. Okay, is that for our older people in the population? All right, Donna Delaney Barnes. Thank you. Welcome. New name here. Women thing. All right, yeah, it's a woman thing. I totally agree with you. And Mac, all right, giving up some laughing. All right, the red lipstick hustler says some use other baby pics. Okay. All right, so like I said, some people will be extremely clever on trying to fool you and stuff like that too. So, like I said, the best thing to do is to really analyze these physical features that can't be changed, even the head size, right? Yeah. If that head is pretty big, that's another thing too. Check that the head, how big that head is. Because our heads are smaller because we are feminine. We got the smaller stuff. Taliba said, "Let's get natural beauty in the algorithm. Thumbs up. Thank you. All right, we got roses and thumbs up and all that good stuff. I appreciate y'all, and we coming in here, coming in, hitting the like button. Thank you so much." All right, here's a new name, James Tippins. Come to Christ now. Okay, that's a good one there, right? Or, if come to Christ now. Superstar Graham says in the future, the kids are going to be trans and you won't be able to use the pictures anymore. You're probably right because like yesterday when I was saying about that Dwayne Wade's son that he's petitioning the courts to allow him to abuse a child, right? Because the child is only 15 years old, right? To mutilate their genitalia. And I was telling y'all how I wanted to get my pit bull neutered, immediately because I didn't want no problems with him trying to go find the thing, right? But the vet, they told me no. They told me no because he was too young, right? So we show more humanity to animals than we do to people, right? When we would allow a parent to mutilate their child for some cosmetic reasons because of some baloney stuff, we said again, like that's that Munchausen syndrome by proxy to do that kind of stuff, right? And then we give these people special rights to live out their delusions and stuff. But anyway, that's another topic for me. But I feel strongly about that. And see, that's what's triggering this kind of stuff here. Come to Christ and be saved because of this whole type of Babylon stuff we living in and stuff. I feel you on that one. Repent and believe the gospel. Okay, James, we hear you on that one. Oh, shucks. All right. Yeah. Okay. It's two. So Ty Lieber says, Superstar Graham, yes, indeed. All love. Yes, we all love up in here. I'm ready with Christ. I will always be. Exactly. And another thing too, it's not that's not what it's about trying to live that life like that. That's how the Pharisees was all that stuff happening. It is not about that. So people need to recognize that those are all distractions too. All this religion and all that stuff. These are mental prisons, mental traps to keep you so they can manipulate you and control you. They're just ways to control people. You got to be free, really from all of that stuff in order to evolve. You got to be free from that. You can't just go looking for a new master, right? So sometimes some people use religion as a way to, just be disciplined. All right. That male dog was by any means necessary time. Exactly. And like I said, this pit bull puppy, he's big, right? And I've taken him, he's been to puppy classes. He went to puppy class 1, puppy class 2. And none of the stuff that I was trying to do was working. I'm sitting up there saying, heel, hey, well, heel, come back, stop. And I was getting all the stuff, and he was just, his face looked different. I could totally tell that. I was like, oh, okay, he is trying to get him some stuff here, and whatever, fumes or pheromones was in the air, it was making all of the male dogs, even the ones that was like tied up in their yard, they was mad that some other male was getting access to the female dog. It was, they was all over. And two, you think about it, that's just the male instinct, period. So we need to be aware of that, ladies. Need to be aware of that. So you be able to hold what you have with way more esteem and, hold it with pride and stuff, because we have what they want so bad that they will step up in order to get it. It's up to us to raise the standards, right? It's up to us to raise the standards and make the men act correctly. You know what I mean? Act correctly. If you're not acting correctly, you won't get any. Won't get any. All right. Okay, we got some more stuff here. Let's see. I'm glad your dog is just straight. Must not live in Atlanta. But I was just trying to show y'all how even in the instinct of these animals, they know what's not natural, right? Because like I said, he was all for it. He was like feeling in the mood, he was in the mood for love, right? Just from whatever he was, feeling in the air. And it was affecting the other big dog, male dog too, to where he was like, I'm about to get somebody. I'm feeling like I'm ready to get down. Like, love is in the air, right? So he was trying to, he don't know, I'm trying to do something, but the instinct of my male puppy was like, oh, hell no, I'm not going for that. Even he felt like, he was smaller, but he was still trying to, I'll do my best. I'll do my best. I will die trying, but I'm not going to let you put that in me. No way. I have an Audi too, mister. And so my doggy was not having it. Superstar Graham says, I want to know, why do you want to be a woman so bad? It's not this serious. I hate getting the monthly and gaining, losing weight all of the time. I know, right? But the good news is that once you get a little bit older, all that stuff goes away and you get to go through menopause. You get to have all of the pleasures of being a woman without all that stuff too. So no more of that stuff. Unfortunately, you may occasionally suffer from a hot flash or two, but other than that, it's wonderful. It's a wonderful experience because, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. You get to have all the fun without worrying about, any of those things that come with all that other stuff like that, right? And but the hot flashes really aren't that fun. And Max says, they male dog barks like woof woof, woofy woof. They was mad, like they was mad because my puppy was free. He wasn't on the chain, right? And so they see the female just frolicking around. Like I said, she probably wasn't even aware that she's throwing off all these signals, or maybe they're just doing this natural thing. Mating is a natural thing. So, yeah. Superstar Graham says, I don't have kids yet, but I do have a little pooch. Yeah, good. Kids is overrated, right? So, if you ain't feeling it, don't even trip on it. Because It's, it's overrated. And I'm saying that because I've contributed to society. I had 3 of them, and I could tell you, they're all good and they're doing their thing and stuff, but it's overrated. And the way things are set up here in this society with all the divorce and nobody's actually, it's not even true the picture that we've been sold this whole big lie. And it could be a very stressful situation to be in. So Gin and Juice. Hi, beautiful queens. We are doing a 12-hour shift today. Okay, Gin Juice. All right, let me see here. Only so far, an hour and 18 minutes. I don't know. We're gonna see. Don't be stirring nothing up in here. I don't care. You can stir it up, do your thing. Gin Juice. I ain't seen you in a little minute. Welcome back. Let's see. What time is his live? I don't know. He hasn't stated it yet. I kind of have like an inside scoop on, that it's going to be coming up. Let me see if he's dropped any more scoops. Like I'm saying, y'all stick with me because I'm gonna lead y'all right into it. I got kind of an inside scoop on certain things. So as soon as I know, I'm gonna let y'all know. That way we can go over there, in the groves, in a big group of us to get on over there and do it. Let me see here. Let me turn. Yeah. Yes. So so far we don't have a time, but like I said, I got the card here. I got the inside scoop here, and as soon as I find out, well, we don't know, because like I said yesterday, we were all in the chat box feeling like Geraldo was feeding us a dry bologna sandwich. You know what I mean? With no proof, no evidence, and stuff like that. So we were, we want to see some receipts. We want to be reassured. We need to be reassured that we're going to get justice. We're not going to just be silent after hearing, a few of these little stories and stuff. Let me see how. I'm way behind. Okay. All right. So here, Talib said the blank rate with gender reassignment has greatly increased. For biological men. Wow. And I would believe that is because for the gender reassignment, theirs is the most traumatic, right? Theirs the most traumatic. Like for the women, they're getting a plasty, right? So they're actually I'm not sure how the whole procedure goes, so I'm not going to even try to say that. But from what I did YouTube a few years ago, I went down this rabbit hole about the gender reassignment. I was really curious because I was like, how are they able to ensure that, like, how are you able to ensure that I'm still going to get an orgasm? A climax is orgasm. I can say that, right? Anyway, how are you going to assure that if I let you hack around? Like, why would anybody, entrust their genitalia to be hacked up when, like, I don't get it. By somebody who doesn't even understand how the whole function of that works, right? And that's probably why this here rate thing that Ty Lieber's speaking about is increasing, because once you've done it, it's not like you can just go, like if I got some fake boobs, right? And I, a few later down the road, I'm not happy with them, I can have it removed. But if I have a mastectomy, right? I can't go, I guess I can have some added, but they won't be real, right? So with them to do that, and then with their artificial vaginal area, it's not going to have the same effect because they don't have the space in the pelvis, so it's not going to be a pleasurable experience for anybody, for none involved. So they'll probably return to, anyway. So yeah, that's really sad. And I can pretty assure that, that's probably one of the major reasons why. Hey, Deborah Carr, love your live. You are so natural. Thank you so much, beautiful. There's a new beauty there. Thank y'all so much. All right, Deborah Carr, beauty. Talib says, thank you for tuning in to the All Around Natural Beauty Live. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and share. All right, y'all sharing this too, because I can see the chat is growing. Thank you so much for coming in and keeping up. Yes, Queen. All right. Say, giving my lovelies justice power. All right. Greetings, my lovelies. All right. Greetings, beauty. All right. Well, oh, here we go. Luke Hazley, how are you? You don't play with nature X. I agree. I agree. I agree. I agree. And so, what's our Spanish word for today? I'm going to drop this link so Luke Hazley can give us our Spanish word for today if she'd like to. She has a channel where she teaches Spanish, and we are here to improve our Espanol with practice. Practice. All right. XX and XY only. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. We are here about facts, math, and science, right? You got the XX, you are female, regardless. You're gonna have that nice wide pelvis, And if you XY, not that that's unfortunate, you got your own special traits. You have testosterone in abundance, which is going to give you strength. You're going to be able to grow taller and be stronger and faster. You just have to appreciate what comes with the XY chromosome. You've got your own things up in there. Don't be coveting other people, okay? Don't be coveting the XXs, you people out there, right? And same for the XXs, that's covering the XYs, right? You be happy with what you have, right? Be happy with what you have. All right, the red lipstick hustler says, it's a man in Atlanta thinks he's a cat. Okay, I wasn't going to go here with that, but since red lipstick hustler, they brought it up, I gotta do it. I gotta do it because this here is going to be the foundation of why we're not supposed to uphold delusional thinking. All right, I didn't want to do this. I really didn't, but sometimes you just have to break out science and show documentaries on these kind of things here. And so she's saying that there's a man who thinks he's a cat, right? Okay, very interesting. This is going to be a quick little video. It's yeah. All right, so I need to get it ready here.
It's an extraordinary.
Stop. Okay, so I'm going to share the screen. I'm going to just kind of give y'all a little a little background on the story here. All right. No, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna play the video and then I'll commentary now. I don't want to sway anybody's what they thinking here. Here we go. Now this is here because of what the comment red lipstick said here about this man thinks he's a cat. All right, so here we go. This here's the story is from 60 Minutes, Australia. An abandoned toddler rescued and raised by feral dogs. Right, so this child here was abandoned and raised by feral dogs, and look at what happened to her psychology.
Story. A little girl, neglected, rejected, abandoned by her parents. For comfort, she snuggles up in the farmyard kennels with the dogs. That becomes her home. They become her family for the next 6 years. They protect her, feed her, maybe even love her. And in return, she begins to act like them. It's a remarkable case, one that startled the world of science, especially when the doctors tried to teach her to be a normal child. In fact, the film you're about to see reignites the whole nature versus nurture debate, and it could make you think twice about the way we bring up our kids.
Okay, did y'all hear that? Her vocals have been changed to where she sounds like a dog, right? Now keep it and listen.
At first, this looks like some kind of...
Y'all see that? You see her panting? You can't fake that. You see her panting with her tongue, right? This is horrible. Sorry, y'all. There, panting like a dog.
Strange hoax. Ukrainian girl, Oksana Malaya, running, jumping, eating, and barking, just like a dog.
Watch this. Watch her do the doggy shape.
This is no fraud. Oksana's behavior is the result of the most cruel...
Did y'all see that?
Neglect that began when she was 3.
Mum had too many kids. We didn't have enough beds. So I crawled to the dog and started living with her.
Her parents were alcoholics, And one night, too drunk to care, they left their infant daughter outside in the cold. Looking for warmth, Oksana crawled into the farm kennel. Curling up with the mongrel dogs probably saved her life.
I would talk to them. They would bark, and I would repeat it. That was our way of communication.
For the next 6 years, from the age of 3 to 8, the kennel was Oksana's home, and the dogs her family. She had very little human contact, and when finally discovered, it was obvious there'd been catastrophic consequences for Oksana.
Look at how she's even holding her body, because brain is very powerful, right? So if she's believing she's a dog, look how she's holding her body. Did y'all see her running on fours, right? So she's using her toes. Her brain really believes she's a dog. Look at it, right? She, in her mind, she believes she's a dog, and y'all see she is doing a great job at it. But watch this. Watch what's going to happen. They're going to rescue this child, right? And they're going to try to rehabilitate her. I don't even have to really play anymore. I'm just going to stop right here and just say they rescued this person and tried to, rehabilitate her. Why? Why did they not let her just go on and continue being a dog? She was doing a good job at it. She had the bark down. She knew how to charge. She was doing all of that stuff, right? Why? Why didn't they let her do that, right? She did a better job at being a dog than some of these. Anyway, let me stop. But I just wanted to show y'all that because why are we disregarding it when other people have delusional thinking? They stepped in to intervene and called this child abuse, right? So anyway, I brought that up because when she said the guy is thinking he's a cat, that to show that this is child abuse, right? They've always documented this kind of stuff as child abuse, yet they are allowing parents to transgender their minor children. Okay. All right. Kimo said, I'm a lion trapped in a man's body. All right. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Jinju says, what if you have an XX and an XY combined? You mean like what they call that, a hermaphrodite or something like that? I gotta come up with that video. I saw a video of individual like that. And then I think maybe once or twice in my nursing career, I did see one of these hermaphrodites. And like I was like, what is this, like a small penis or a long clitoris? Like, what is this? But yeah, the person, it had both of the parts, but to me it looked more like a long clitoris because the person still had the vagina. And there are some, things like that. But again, like I said, we have to go by the skeleton, right? And yeah, I don't know if there is the combination of three X's and a Y. You just get the two. So you're either an XX or an XY. So I don't believe that there's a combination. Like there's no way to have three X's and a Y. Yeah, you're going to be double X. You get two chromosomes. So there's no way to have that combination like that. That's gin juice that wouldn't. But I was thinking of what you meant as far as like they call them, I think, hermaphrodites when they have looks like they have both genitalias. But like I said, usually it's going to just be like an abnormally long clit. Lucky her. Let me stop. Lucky her. All right, John Q says, Miss Natural Beauty, I believe that Shanquella suffered her neck fracture injury from the twisting throw DJ did during the assault, along with the following up blows to her head. Yes, we have been sticking to that story because they tried to distract us by saying that there was 2 videos, and then yesterday I heard that there was a third video. If it's true that there is 1, 2, 3 videos, whichever video we saw was the last one. It's either that was the first one, and there's only one, or that was the last of however many videos. That was the last video because we saw the injury that resulted in her demise on that video with the attack from DJ. So that's what I have to say about that. Yes, she did suffer that neck fracture. We saw it. We saw the bowing of the back and the head obviously being knocked off of the axis. We saw that. We saw that. We saw that. We saw that. And we know that after receiving that type of injury, that the lifespan from that is 15 minutes. So there couldn't have been no second videos after that. Everything that was all said that was happened after that are all lies. All lies. We saw the ending there. That was it. That was it. Deborah Carr said, "This world is crazy." Yes, it is. That's why it's important that we stay in these groups so we can keep our sanity, because they're trying to convince all of us to, be crazy. You know what I mean? So you have to stand and hold on to our sanity. It is crazy. It's super crazy. Rachel, all right. New sub. Hi to everyone. All right. Thank you so much for your subscription. We appreciate you here at the All Around Natural Beauty channel. We got a new beauty, y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. Let's see. Rebel Man said the amount of people regretting a transition is just crazy. Wow. Okay. So I'm not the only one that have seen that too, right? It is sad. And I think that those people need to be highlighted so they can know. And it's like they're keeping them hidden and allowing more and more people to ruin their esteem and psychology by doing these things that they're going to regret. This is worse than getting a tattoo that, years later you regret doing. This is something totally different. You have, especially for a male, if you're an XY chromosome and you chop off your manliness, you're going to feel super empty, because you're not going to feel like that's not going to make you feel more like a woman. You don't have enough X chromosome. You only have that one. So, they can chop off and add pieces and parts and try to, you can get the BBL and the BBD or whatever the thing is that you get. Bottom line, you're still going to feel like an imposter, because your mind, your brain knows that it's not true. It's not true, Yeah, it's not true. It's not real. Yeah. So, yep, it's sad. Gin Juice from Ty Lieber says, "Hello. I know you got grenades in your pocket." I know Gin Juice do be throwing them too, huh? They be coming in there, rat-tat-tat-tat. Hi, Rachel. All right. So Madeline is giving some roses to our new sub, Rachel, our new beauty. Welcome. Ty Libra, somebody's giving you a hug. Justice Power. All right. Thank you so much. And here we go. Hey, you in the bushes, smash the like button. It's confidential. Thank you so much, Ty Libra. Let's see what these likes are actually looking like over here. 61 likes. All right. I'll be happy with that. But yeah, it really should be a few more, because there's like 96 people in here. So please pump up the likes. Appreciate it. And Jinju says, Tyler, I have rocket launchers today going in. Okay, now. All right, what you about to launch up in here? All right, so we moving on along here. And everything is moving along good. Friendsgiving. All right. Hey, Natural Beauty. I hope everyone is having a great evening. Yes, we are really having a great evening over here. We just been celebrating all of the lights that we've been shining over here on this situation. And we looking forward to our, getting a heads up on the lead attorney who's going to be going live later on with the man who we was all trying to have questions about on yesterday, as far as these interviews and stuff, this information. We want to know what's going on. We want to be told some stuff, told the truth, really. So that's what we look for. We're looking for truth. Welcome, Friendsgiving. See, Ty Lieber says, okay, I know this one. Laughing my off. My mom would rebuke my puppy. I know, but hey, like I said, the puppy already knew what time it was on that. Nobody even had to teach him. It's like, you ain't supposed to be doing that. Yes. Gin Juice, strange thing happened to me today. Some blood sucking heifer that I haven't spoken to for years called me acting all friendly and wanted to invite me to a shindig. Had to block the heifer. I'm no fool. Yes, that's clue number one too. When people come out of the woodworks on you like that, a blood sucking heifer. That's true. You have to be smart to make sure that you're not, in getting entangled with these narcissists. And we know that, like I said, this ain't all saying that all men are bad and all women are good, because we see that there are some females that have this spirit on them too that you have to be aware of also, that will, have you in a situation like this. Yes. So good for you. And blocking them are the most important thing that you'll have to do. You'll have to block them from all over the place, because if you don't, they'll reach out, they'll try to hoover you at a later time. So you have to be smart and stay blocked and stay safe and protected. Red Lipstick Hustler says, I'm going through hot flashes. I know, the only time they're fun is like when it's really cold, and then it feels good to have a flash so you don't have to experience the cold. However, they could be extremely embarrassing. A recent story, I was at Sam's Club, and a Sam's Club has this huge walk-in freezer, that's extremely cold. And usually I try to avoid it because it's so cold in there. But when a hot flash is coming up, man, it is a great place to go. Run off up in there, and it's still not even cold enough. So the hot flashes are no fun. And if anybody got any tips or clues or any type of relief from it, let me know. But the thing is that they're transient. So, it's not like it happens all the time or it stays for long. You just have to get through them. So I'll accept that. It's still better than, having to be out of commission once a month. All right. So one child was enough for me. She's 30 and she doesn't want any children. Woo-hoo, hoo, hoo, hoo. Good. Yes, I could have stopped at one. However, anyway, I got remarried and tried for the dream again. I fell for went for the whole illusion again, and ended up spitting out two more kids because, I would say that two is better than one. So if you do have one, might be helpful if you can put another one out there, but maybe 2 years apart. 2 years apart is good. At least that way you don't have, two in diapers or something like that. They'll help, with all that good stuff. But yeah, one is good. And being 30 and not wanting, making the decision not to do it is good. It's very smart. Because we don't have to listen to society and make it seem like, if you don't have children that you are less of a woman or something. That does not make you less. Rebel Man says, the Red Lipstick Hustler Lily, I'm full on with flushes. Okay. Yeah, I feel you. That's why today I actually made sure that I got my little towel just in case one happened. Y'all saw yesterday. They're so embarrassing too because they just come out of nowhere and you're like, oh, please. And you're the only one in the room dripping sweat, dripping with sweat. And yeah. All right, here we say, okay, thanks. All right. And I think it's at 9. Oh, the live. Yeah, usually he does go at 9, but like I said, yeah. So that'll be cool. Then we build up a nice little crowd to go over there and be front row to get our questions asked. So if y'all thinking of some questions too that y'all want to put out there, we get enough of people wanting answers for the same question, then we'll be able to come up with our list of demands. We want more suspects to be, detained and on their way out there. All right. Jinju says, I don't want to end up expired from some fake heifer who I haven't seen in years, inviting me to somewhere to get me. Yeah, I blocked her and I was very cold. Good. Told my mama and said block her. Yikes. Good. That's true, right? Because a lot of times people will set you up like that. So that's super smart. You can't trust them like that because you able to see those yellow flags before they get red flags, because there are a lot of women who are responsible for orchestrating the demise of other people. So yes, you have to be aware of them too and make sure that you're not just assuming that all women are good, because some of them are wicked. Exactly. Decline. Yep. I decline. No, thank you. But the thing is, for us women, declining, you have to be careful on how you do that too, because some of these men are super sensitive and take offense if you're not feeling the same, if you're not reciprocating the same, feelings that they have. Like if they look at you and they're trying to hunt or something like that, because they look at you and they feel attracted to you, they will be offended if you don't feel that same way, right? And be ready to, get rough and tough with you, or, just be, big and stuff, right? So you have to be careful on that too. It's really tough being a double X chromosome. I don't even understand why you XYs want to try to get off into this life. Y'all don't want to be by y'all not ready for this type of life. Yep. Not ready for it. See, Rebel ma'am, I'm sick of having hot flashes. I feel you on that, especially yeah, in the middle of the night and sometimes when you wake up drenched in sweat, right? Yeah. But still better than once a month having suffered with cramps and having to purchase supplies and all that stuff. I do not miss that. I'd trade that in for an occasional hot flash any day. Let's see. Superstar Graham says, we need answers, Mr. Geraldo. Yes, that's how we coming up in there too. We want answers. We want the truth, and we can handle the truth. We can handle it. Yes, we can. All right. Ty Lieber says, right, because the sensation and pleasure isn't the same. See? And I know what you're talking about with that. And that's why I'm saying, like, you risking it too. And then for any parent to set their child up to have their genitalia mutilated and to know that they won't be able to experience the pleasure of that, like, that's a need. That's a need. Like, why would you do that? Shame on you, sick individual. Shame on you. Red Lipstick Hustler Lily says, I don't get it either. I love being a woman. I love everything about a real Black man. Mm-hmm. Yes. yes. Let's see. And Rebel Ma'am says, you can say whatever, real beauty and Climax. Thank you very much, Climax. Yeah. Busting the big O. Hit the big O. Let's see what else we right here. Climax, orgasm, all that good stuff. Yep. Thank you very much. I'll just try to make me a big repertoire of words that mean that. All right. Bonita. Gracias. All right. Mm-hmm. Gin Juice. Okay, let me see what Gin Juice talking about here. At Ty Lieber. I don't even know how she had my new number. Okay, Gin Juice. It made my blood go cold. My mama been checking up on me since this happened, and I told her to relax. Mama said, you're my baby always. Worried. Okay, yeah, this is frightening when you get mixed up with one of these narcissistic males or female, right? And your family is worried about you. And a lot of times in the beginning, when you are under their spell, like you're still being love bombed, so nobody can tell you anything because you're not going to believe them, because to you in love, you found your soulmate. You ain't never felt like this about nobody. Nobody ever felt like this about you. You feeling like, this is the one, and you don't want to hear nothing nobody got to say about your boo. This your boo, right? So as a parent, you have to sit back and kind of just, put the good energy out there and, pray for protection or covering over your, child, loved one, sometimes be relatives and stuff too, because you can't rescue somebody who don't know that they need rescuing. I always say that, right? So sometimes you just have to, turn your back and, focus on yourself, right? And when that person is ready to accept their lesson and be able to move on, then, they have to get that in their own time. So that's why your mom was checking up on you, because they know, your mom knows that these narcissists will try to hoover you. And that's what they do with this calling back up to try to, get you, reel you back in, try to suck you back into the relationship so they can treat you like dirt. That's why it's important that you, once you leave, you stay gone and be gone. Don't go back. because they're just going to treat you worse. Never return back to anybody who's abused you emotionally, physically, financially. You know what I mean? Like we get the people that, take advantage of you for your money and stuff like that. That's abuse, right? Any abuse, we are not accepting it. We don't tolerate abuse anymore, and we talk about it. So good for you, Jen and Juice, for putting this heifer out. Put the business out there. Let people know. So we not holding no more secrets. Like I said, no more moments of silence. We speak here. We speak the names of victims, and we speak the names of these assaulters. We speak the names of these monsters too, so people will know. Superstar Graham said, I would love to be fluent in Spanish. I know we got our girl Luke Hazley up here going to start teaching us Spanish. We all need to be working on that. We need to make a commitment that, we're going to focus on learning, having Spanish to be able to speak and understand it so we can hear what's going down. We need to know the news for ourselves and still trusting for someone to interpret it for us. Especially being Americans, we are known for not, thinking that other languages are important. You know what I mean? Spanish is like, second language. We really need to be fluent in both English and Spanish in this here country. Let's see here. At the Red Lipstick Hustler, meow. Okay. I love it. I love it. And Superstar Graham says the ex-wives don't have the same worries what we do. That's true. That's so true. That's so true. Yep. And that doesn't mean that's good or bad. It's just just how it is. It's just different. We're born different, right? All right. Spanish word, monja, for woman. That's pronounce it right. Thank you, Madeline, for helping us out there. Monja. Did I say it correctly? Monja. Mm-hmm. All right. Hopefully I said that right. Let me drop this link to, hello, my Israelite sister. All Israelites are God's chosen people. Shelly Stallings, Yahweh Shemaitha. I hear you. Beautiful. Let's see. Jen Ju says, you made me laugh, Queen, when you said orgasm or climax and said, can I say that? Then made that face. You be killing me with them faces. I know, Jen Juice, my face talks too. That's why, I used to be worried because, my face talks. My face talks. So it's hard. That's why I just say the honest thing, because I know if I try to tell a lie, my face is going to give it. My face talks. My face talks to tell the whole story. So I just go ahead and say the truth because I know my face going to give it away. Yep. Thank you so much, Juice, for appreciating that. Thank you. Talib said, let's get natural beauty in the algorithm. Thumbs up. Yes, please. Thank you. Let's see here. Jinju say, I normally call them alphabet people. Cause you know how YouTube gets weird with some words. Yeah, and that's the thing too. I feel like they do that kind of stuff so you could always be walking on eggshells, afraid of what you can and can't say, right? It's a way it's kind of a mentally draining that you're always thinking and always because of fear. They like to keep you full of anxiety. That's a good way to manipulate you and control you. Jinju says, this demonic sick and twisted. Yes. All right. Spanish word pronounced moji. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Madeline. All right. Gracias. I was going to say merci beaucoup, but that's French. Gracias so much. Yes. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Yep. All righty. Here we go. Oh, my. Let's see. Jinju says, the world has gone bonkers, child. Mm-hmm. Yes, it really has. I'm far behind on this chat. Okay, so I'm about to skip down to the bottom and move up. Where was I at on that video? Okay, that was all I wanted to show y'all on that video. But did y'all see the point I was trying to make? Right? So we saw how, we could actually injure these children by doing this kind of stuff. Because when I was looking at the one kid, he looked like he was, hypnotized, whatever you say, was hypnotized. Hypnotized. Let me try to catch on up here because I'm sure it's gonna. Gotta go out of sequence for this one here. Maggie, the substitute teacher, coming through to support. So proud of you. Thank you so much, Maggie. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support, and I'm sure we're gonna be supporting the lead attorney later on tonight when he give us this exclusive, give us access to this exclusive, to the man we've been wanting to demand some answers from. And I believe we're gonna have some exclusive access, y'all. I believe it. I'm believing on it. I really do. I do have a little inside scoop that this is gonna be a true thing. So y'all just bear with me here. I'm gonna roll back up here so I can kind of catch up here. See Spanish word of the day. Go here. Okay, I already read that too. All right, so let me try there. How about there? Okay, here we go. Jinju says, whoa, I did that one too. Here we go. Rebel Ma'am says, a person should not be able to transition until they are at least over the age of 20. Brain is still developing even then. Yes, really should be over the age of 25, right? According to the developmental psychology, when you become, a real adult. I agree. Yeah. I'm glad people are chiming in on that because, I felt really bad for the ones that were, that did all this work in the transitioning. And the sad thing is that, you can't change, right? So they're going to find that out later. And then they're not going to feel fulfilled in this new so-called identity because the body wasn't designed for that. It's like if I had a Porsche, right? I can't take the seats out of the Porsche and then replace them with the seats for my Ford Explorer. Like it's not gonna fit, it's not gonna fit in there, right? Okay. So or like if I wanted to be an elephant, I couldn't go get a trunk transplant and it's not gonna work, right? So y'all see where I'm going with this? Really, so I think like it should go against even the oath that the doctors take to do no harm. Like you shouldn't, why would you prescribe these medications, and why would you do that to a child, right? When you took an oath that said do no harm. I would consider that as doing harm, right? If I couldn't get my puppy dog clipped and snipped. I couldn't get my puppy dog snipped up because they said he was too young. How is it that I could get my XY, my XY child clipped and snipped, at a young age before they even had a chance to experience it, right? I haven't even had a chance to experience my genitalia and you're going to sign me up to have it surgically removed? Even that one, I didn't follow it a lot, but I did watch a few episodes of the I Am Jazz, and I really felt sorry for that young person because they started documenting and filming this, when the kid was very young, and then actually, encouraged, for the child to get this gender assignment procedure. And the sad thing is that they showed so-called professionals like a psychologist or a psychiatrist. Anyway, she was being seen by all these doctors and stuff, and like nobody tried to help by saying the reality of things. Like I said before, if that child was anorexic, right, they would be intervening all over the place. She would be admitted to the hospital on a 72-hour hold, like, you know what I mean? Being sent to therapy to make sure that we tell you that you have to eat and help to change your body. That's body dysmorphia, right? These are real diagnoses, and they just kind of start to, this whole new field of this whole transgender stuff. These endocrinologists are prescribing these hormones and stuff, playing around with the body, right? Even in the term, they say they're practicing medicine, practicing. They are practicing. Like none of this stuff is proven, right? And then too, when they get off of these hormones, all of a sudden that X chromosome is going to start pumping out that testosterone again. You don't have these blockers, and then all of a sudden you're going to turn back in. You're going to turn back into the man, right? It's like I just see this cartoon in my head. Maybe that might be the best way to kind of talk about this if it's in some kind of like an animation. Sometimes people accept animation a little bit, easier than just the raw realness. Let me get back to some of these questions here. Questions and comments before I put my foot in my mouth. All right, let me keep it coming. Jinju said, "You a mess." I know. Okay. Hey, here's a new name. Remember, Michelle Jackson said, I have that feeling that the DJ is XY. Okay, so like we have been going through that. You have to catch the replay because I did play a video from to go through this stuff too, because you're not the only one, Michelle. I'm telling you that this keeps coming up. And I know it's because deep down in your subconscious, you know what you're seeing. Like even if we see the steel frames on there, check for the curve in the back, right? And I'm not saying anything, but when I look at the steel frame, just check for the curve in the back. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to do one more time to show this demonstration of this here spinal, right? So, right, the skeleton, we have established that they can tell the gender of skeletal remains by looking at the pelvis, right? Bones are different on the females and the males, right? This here pelvis bone is how women's are, right? Because women are designed to carry and deliver babies. As y'all can see, this is where the baby would come out of. So that's why this got to be wide. This pelvis has to be wide, and it has to have this cartilage here because it's going to have to dilate to 10 centimeters to let the baby come out, right? The baby has to come out there. And for the male's skeleton, their pelvis is narrow, right? It's narrow. And this here is all fused because it doesn't have to dilate because the man is not designed to carry babies, right? The XY, the design is like the Porsche trying to put the the Explorer seats in the Porsche. It's not going to fit, right? Because if the Porsche wasn't designed to have those big old seats in there, it wasn't designed for that. So that it's not going to fit, right? That's why that is there. So we know that's there. So that's that. These are things that can't change, right? Can't get no plastic surgery to get a new foundation. The foundation are the bones. Foundation is the skeleton. Let's see. Rebel Ma'am says a person should not be able to train. Okay, I did that. I'm so sorry. I apologize, y'all. Let me move on here. Move on down here. Okay, I did that too. All right. Okay, we still over here chatting. Please like and subscribe, y'all. Y'all liking and subscribing. I see the likes moving up slightly. All right. Okay, here's a new name. Let me see if I can pronounce that. Puno Bunyan. I never had to beat someone to death while on vacation. Wow. Yeah. Red Lipstick Hustler says, I saw it here on YouTube that they regretted. Yeah, the transition into surgeries. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like they keep that part silent. And then when those people start to cry out about how they feel, then that community attacks them and, shuns them and say, they shouldn't say that. That's so sad, right? And they're just being honest. They're trying to save someone from making the same mistake that they made, right? So I don't know. I haven't found anybody, and then too, I won't even go there. But yes, that's a good point. That's a valid point. All right. Okay. We have some new communication going on. Here's a new name. Doris says, hi, natural beauty and beautiful people. Peace and blessings to you all. Thank you so much. That's what we all about over here. Peace, blessings and love and all around natural beauty. Just being you, being okay with who you are, being okay with what you were given, and using that to the best of your ability to be your best person, to live your best life, doing for you. Because we know that once you take care of yourself, put you first, you're going to be available to help more and more people. But if you are not whole and you are not healed, you're only going to draw toxic people into your life, and you're going to be, putting out toxic energy too by connecting with. Pay you, I'm sure I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. Who you ever, who you ever beaten on vacation? Only us doing stuff like this. You mean black people? I don't know. I think it's violence in all these here races and nationality. But I hear what you're saying, because it makes us look bad when we're trying to represent a different thing, and it's like we have to be highlighted acting this way. I feel you on that. Ty Lieber says the vid of the fight told the story, just unclear of the aftermath, how they tried to cover everything and left her. I agree. Like I said, I don't believe that if there are other videos, it's going to show them, what somebody had brought out the correct term, abuse of a corpse, right? Because we know that after the video that we've seen, once she was slung to the floor and her head and neck was continued to be attacked, and we saw the injuries from the body shape and the forms that it was put in. That was it, right? So yeah, I'm curious to see what they're going to be able to say to kind of dilute that. Shelly Star says, our Father God said to gather ourselves together. Yep, and that's what we're doing here. We gathering in the place to be. We are gathering, to show love and support, to one another by supporting ourselves. Thank you so much, Shelly, for bringing that out. Yes, we are gathering. All right. And let me put this link off in here. I keep saying it, but I haven't done it yet. I'm taking a moment to do that. I'm going to drop this link for anybody who have a testimony they want to share, or to, like we did last night, people were talking about how they have been affected by this, how this has been weighing heavy on their hearts, and also it's been triggering for them to connect with their own emotional pain by abuse that they received in the past and stuff like that by people like this and stuff like that. So we got that there. And I'm going to go over here and put it here again and pin it. So for anybody who is trying to clear their good name too, because sometimes, like I said before, we will, the real true message that you're trying to get out may not come across in a text. Sometimes you have to speak it. We saw that when Common Sense Expert got up here. He sounded a lot different from what he sounded like in the chat, right? He was a really nice guy and gave us a lot of information, some very valuable information on safety tips and all that good stuff. All right, so Sharon Howard, Sharon. I heard that she videoed something she shouldn't have. Uh-oh. I wonder if that's the reason they took her phone, allegedly. Wow. And we kind of came up on that too when we were watching the video earlier from Philip, that he was saying that sometimes if they feel like they're going to be outed or something like that, that it could trigger this here violent response, and that was the reason why we kept bringing up the fact that some people are saying that the possible being an XY chromosome. This is real serious here. This makes sense. A lot of people are feeling this way. It's for a reason too. Wow. Yeah. All right. Hello, Doris. All right. Welcome. We give you roses and a nice welcome. All right. Welcome back too. Let's keep the likes going. I thank you so much, Ty Lieber, for doing such a wonderful job as moderator here. Says my hot flashes happen at the worst time I know too, like it'd be so embarrassing. And to, like I hate having to use my hand to wipe off sweat. And it is embarrassing, especially when, other people are cold, like you're in a room, everybody else is kind of cold, and you're sitting up here dropping beads of sweat for, you can't even explain like why it's happening because unlike just things being hot, the hot flashes they are coming from the inside. You feel like you're about to combust, right? It's a feeling that you can't explain. You have to experience one like a contraction, right? To understand like what's happening, what's going through. But yeah, just stick it out. We'll hopefully grow out of it. Let's see. Good job, Red Lipstick. Appreciate the feedback up in here. Jinju says, what do you feel like? I'm still in my 30s and I don't want any kids because the childbirth video scared me to death. I look so young to be getting them flushes. But do they hurt? What, having a baby? Hell yeah. But nowadays they get these epidurals. They weren't really doing that back in my day. My oldest son, let's see, 34, 33, getting ready to turn 34. Anyway, back then, like now they can tell the sex of the baby, all this stuff very soon, very quick. And they don't even let you suffer through labor. They give you an epidural and you're sitting there reading a magazine, sitting there reading your book while you're, the baby's getting ready to come here. So it's not like it was back then when they wouldn't even hardly give you any medicine. Talking about they don't know how the baby gonna handle it. So yeah, you had to suffer in pain and agony to birth in one of these creatures. But yeah. But for some strange reason, there's this beautiful experience that happens after the baby get here, after you have delivered. You are somebody different. You get all this, you somebody different. And then you get some type of amnesia where you forget about it. And then some kind of way you end up doing it again and have another one. And then when it comes time for delivery, that's when you remembered that you said you weren't going to do it again. And then you did it. So yeah, but it's a beautiful experience. It's a beautiful experience, but do not feel any type of way if you don't want to experience it. You don't have to. It does not mean anything if you do yourself experience it or not, right? Because you can always go, play with some nieces or nephews, or go, somebody else may have some kids. You can go borrow the kids for a little bit, give them a night off, and babysit or something like that, and get out of your system, and then you get a chance to hand them back, right? Because it's once you get one of them, it's a 20-year sentence. It is a 20-year sentence that you have to serve 20 years before you get your freedom. And then sometimes if you didn't really set them up to be independent, some parents still serving time with grown kids, and they ain't figured it out yet. But anyway, let me get on off of that soapbox there. But Ginjuice, if you're not trying to have no kid, don't worry about it. Don't do it if you don't want to. Do you how you feel. Michelle says, a man's blow is much harder than a woman's. So if Shanquella was hit by a woman, it wouldn't be that devastating. I agree. And, even just the form, like I was saying earlier when I was breaking down the difference of our skeletons and how we walk differently and the reach of the arm, right? So a male is going to have a longer arm, so have a longer reach. So, it's not a fair fight. And that is the problem that people are having. So when I get these comments from people that are upset or frustrated because people are questioning the gender of a Dejanay who we saw before our very eyes with with bare hands to unalive somebody with bare hands, right? And if you are impersonating a woman, then shame on you. And this is why women and people are concerned about that, because if you're trying to trick people and you're fooling people and you passing, then that's not right, because it's just wrong. Period. All right, here another one here. Shanquella was skinny. The others was fat. That's all it is. She was a beautiful woman, and yes, People will be envious of you, especially if you know you're beautiful. I appreciate your comment. Thank you so much. Ty Lieber said, keep the back of your neck and wrist. Oh, keep the back of your neck and wrist, child, and it's it'll cool off your body. Oh, okay. Keep the back of your neck and wrist chilled, and it'll cool off your body. Okay, I'm 40, but spent time in Ghana a few times. 109 degrees. Oh my goodness. Okay, cool. Well, then I'll get me a little red something, and you say keep the back of my neck and my wrist cool. Okay, that's cool. Maybe I'll do like a little. Oh, I know what would be something nice if we invented like a cool watch, right? Or a cool bracelet or something like that. Oh, we could do that and make a fortune because women would buy that. I would buy something like that if it worked, a cool bracelet, something like we would get one of those cooling gel technology or something like that. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you so much, Ty Lieber. You really inspired me on that. Yes, I know I would buy one. That would be so smart. Or a cooling little something. But the little wristband watch type of something would be that would be nice, right? We could make a fortune, y'all. What y'all think about that? Yes, always be thinking about different multiple streams of income, how you can monetize all of your thoughts and everything, right? Gin and juice, they don't hurt. A tremendous amount of heat and sweat. Oh, she was asking about the hot flashes hurting. No, they're not painful. However, the sensation of it's almost like an orgasm. You know how the orgasm part be building up, building up, building up, right? That's how the hot flash come. It you can start feeling it, and then that's when you be trying to look around how you can make your way, how you can leave before the before it actually happens. Let me go get away so nobody see this. Yeah, so it's like make that little like a wave, right? The same like thing with contractions, right? It's like a wave, start building up, then hit a peak, and then it starts to decline. So yeah. But yeah, they're not painful. They're just uncomfortable because you feel like you're about to explode. Like I'm burning up on the inside. You